Good evening, race fans, and welcome to the ISRL League race number 13 here tonight. Tonight, they take on both Atlanta tracks here tonight. First, we start off with the old school Atlanta, all in part for the DIECAST FANS TWINS here tonight for their 13th race of the season. And right now we got Dorsey up in the top spot. Rolden down in second spot. He has a time of a 30:57. Rashawn in third with a 30:62, as well as Colin Wano with a 30:62, and Wes Lyman in fifth spot with a 30:62. Josh Duke with a 30:63, Kirker in 7th with a 30:72, Thompson in 8th with a 30:73, Paquette in 9th with a 30:75, and Van Oss is sitting back in the 10th spot with a 30:76. Go ahead and do real quick before they get under qualifying here. We'll go down and get the championship standings updated here for everybody. In first spot, Aiden Kirker with 516 points. Jared Rashawn in second spot with 469. Upper spot, Zach Lindgren in third with 442. Anthony Colatuano up a spot as well in fourth spot with 430 points. Perquette is down 2 spots. It's Chase in fifth spot with 429. Connor Trafari in sixth spot with 414 points. Daryl Arnold in 7th spot, 404. Michael Dorsey in 8th with 401. Tyler Kahn in 9th. He is sitting at 379 points. And rounding out the top 10 in the championship standings here tonight, Josh Duke with 368 points. In 11th spot, we have Clinton Seymour. He has 254 points. At 337 points, we have Kyle Camper in 12th. 13th, Brian Bick with 334. With 333 points, James Rader in 14th. Josh Corner in 15th spot. He's down 3 spots from last race. He's at 315 points. Jake Baker in 16th with 310. Diego Rolden in 17th with 304. Richard Kirker in 18th with 276. In 19th spot, let's take that back here. In 19th spot, Paul Reckley with 273. Joseph Costello in 20th. He is at 226, as well as Alexander Hyder. He has 226 points as well in 21st. In 22nd, Mitchell Van Oss, 205, up 3 spots from last race. Marcus Van Der Lee's up a spot in 23rd with 203 points. Down 2 spots is Seth Wentworth in 24th with 193. Robert Hine is down 2 spots as well in 25th with 184. Brad D. Peters is in 26th with 141. With 120 points, we got Chris Lilly in 27th. In 28th spot, we got Cody Tabor with 105. In 29th spot, I should say, is Ron Harrington, 83 points. In 30th, we have Brandon Sampson. He is 77. 74 points and up 5 spots from last week. In 31st is Alexander Meter. In 32nd, we got Logan Solly, down a spot with 72. Eddie Spurrell in 33rd with 65. Jason Gallagher, 34th with 59. Cody Hampton in 35th with 57. Sean Leisure in 36th with 57. In 37th spot, we got Eli Innes, up 8 spots from last week with 45 points. Ryan Bickering is in 38th, down a spot with 44. 41 points, we got Walker Thomas in 39. Jolyn Sims is in 40th. He is 39 points. Walker has 41, sorry. 41st, we got Wes Lyman. He's at 38 points. Nicholas Bumlick is in 42nd with 29. Gavin Graham is in 43rd with 28. Jackson Allen, 44th with 21. Keelan Baelish in 45th with 21. And Aaron Tribble in 46th spot. And that will round out the championship standings. We'll go ahead, play the national anthem, folks. We will be right back. All right, folks, welcome back as qualifying is underway here. These guys are just getting ready to put some laps down as we got Aiden Kirker out here on the track right now. He is sitting in second spot right now. Colatuano Anthony up here in the top spot with a 30.57. Paquette is in third with a 30.68. Dorsey in fourth with a 30.61. And Marcus Van Der Lee right now rounding out the top five with a 30.66. But we still got a few drivers out here. You got that Mitch out here. You got Walker out here. You got Diego out here as well. You got Daryl in that six machine. Roll tie. Gotta say, this week they made the college playoff 4, so congratulations to Daryl and his Alabama team there. Hopefully they can take down Michigan here coming up here in a month. Got Clinton Seymour out here on track. Right now he has not had a time. As I say that, he just laid down a 30.97. Puts him in 13th spot right now. Got Brian Bick out here. He just laid down a 31.01. Puts him in 14th spot. You got Corner. He just laid down a 31.03. Puts him in the 15th spot. West Wyman just laid down a 31.03. Puts him in the 15th spot in that 0.85. Right now, it looks like we only got 4 cars out here. Well, 5 cars out here on the track as Josh Duke in that 32 John Deere machine's out here on track. Right now, he's in 8th spot with a 30.67. As they're getting ready to come down to just under a minute left here in qualifying. Just a reminder, guys, this is a 2-part race here tonight. 50 laps here for the old style Atlanta. And then we will transfer over after some quick interviews with the top 3 after this race. And we will go over to the new Atlanta and have a 50-lap race over at the new track in these Gen 4 cars. So it should be a good race on both aspects. Definitely looking forward to getting this night underway and seeing what these guys can provide here. And as always, in the booth with you here tonight is Dennis Ansman. For Extreme Racing TV, broadcasting for the ISRL League, Season 4. This is their 13th race and 14th race combined. So it looks like Josh Corner is the only driver out here right now. And right now he is sitting in the 12th spot with a 30.76. As qualifying has wrapped up. So now we will get down to the official grid here tonight. If I can get it right here. There we go. Anthony Colatuano grabbing the pole here tonight. Congratulations, Anthony, on getting the pole here with a 30.571. Aiden Kirker second. Chase Paquette third. Michael Dorsey fourth. Diego Roldan fifth. Marcus Van Der Lee rolling off 6th. James Rader 7th. Josh Duke in 8th. Back in 9th spot, we got Connor Trafari. In 10th, we got Aaron Tribble. 11th, West Wyman. In 12th spot, we have Josh Corner. In 13th spot, we have Walker Thomas. 14th, Jared Rashawn. 15th, Clinton Seymour. 16th, Mitch Van Oss. 17th, Brian Bick. 18th, Paul Reckley. 19th spot, Daryl Arnold. 20th, Jake Baker. And rounding out the field, in 21st spot, is that 91 machine of Kyle Camper. We'll go ahead and let these guys get gridded up here. They do get, I believe it's 2 minutes to grid. Yes, Team Elite is on the pole, And Team Elite is also. If I'm not mistaken. Where did they go? Yes, Aiden Kirker is also. So the front row is actually swept with Elite. And then you got third spot with Michael Dorsey. So the top three are all part of Elite. We got 50 laps here tonight for the old style Atlanta Motor Speedway. I was practicing with these guys last night, and I will tell you, we're going to have to watch out for the exit of turn 2, especially. Gets really loose there. Real quick here, air temp of 76, humidity 53%, clear skies, and a track temp of 84. As the pace car is getting ready to dive off to the safety of pit road. Anthony Colatuano is waiting for Barney the flagman. And we are green flag racing here at Atlanta for the DIECAST Fans Twins. Going down to turn number 1. Looks like we got some 3 wide going on back here with Diego and company. And Anthony's taking it down, all the way down to the apron. We have some 4 wide going on there for a moment. Now we still got 3 wide going on up here. As it looks, we got some multi-grooves going on here. We got the low line working, the middle line working, and the high side working. As Aiden Kirker is going to go ahead and lead the first lap here tonight. Got Dorsey here in second spot. Chase Burquette back here in the third, but we got battles going on right back in through here as James Rader is trying to get to the inside, outside of Walker Thomas in that 23 machine. But we got Connor up here getting around the 32 of, we have a yellow flag. And I know it happened back here. Let's see. Who was that? Saw out of the corner there. That would be no, not James Rader, but it happened around James Rader. Not Jake Baker. Would that be Clinton? No. Trying to find the car, guys. Give me a second here. I can't really see the number. Mountain Dew machine. Well, we're going to go right here. It looks like the 7, Aaron Tribble. We'll get on Aaron Tribble here. We'll go ahead and do a chase view with Aaron Tribble and that Sharpie 7 machine. Looks like a little contact there going through the tri-oval and a little topsy-turvy. So that's the first caution here tonight, folks. That was on lap 3. They are on now lap 4, as it took me forever to find where that happened. So I don't think we had any takers down pit road, as Aiden Kirker is in the top spot, Michael Dorsey second, Chase Burquette third, Marcus Van Der Lee fourth, and Connor Trifari rounding out the top 5 here tonight. Anthony Colatuano is down pit road, as well as Aaron Tribble, West Wyman, Daryl Arnold, Jake Baker, Brian Bick and Paul Reckley, Kyle Camper, and Joshua Corner. Joshua Corner, that's the guy who went topsy-turvy. 89 machine. Kind of hard to see the car number there the way it's colored. Kind of blends in with the paint. But nonetheless, we finally got the car number. And we'll go ahead and let these guys get their pit stops finished up with. And if I'm not mistaken, they will be getting the one to go here this time by. Yeah, 84 degrees is actually pretty cool for Atlanta. Usually you see a track temp of at least 100, 120 degrees. That's why they nickname it Hot Atlanta. But once we transfer over to the new Atlanta, we're really going to turn into a Daytona Talladega type of track. Well, type of race, actually. So definitely looking forward to some super speedway style racing in these Gen 4 cars at a 1.5 mile track. Looks like we got Aaron and Joshua back down pit road, probably topping off or getting whatever damage they have, trying to get all that repaired before we go back green flag racing without going a lap down. Now we are just going to wait for the pace car to dive off of the safety of pit road, and then it'll be in Aiden Kirker's hands in that 39 machine on when he goes. And pace car's off to the safety of pit road, and Aiden Kirker is in the restart zone. We are back green flag racing here tonight, lap number 7 of 50 for race 1 of the DIECAST Fans Twins here at Atlanta Motor Speedway. And Connor Trafari's on the outside there, trying to squeeze on the outside of that 32 machine. Josh Duke is up there into the wall coming out of turn number 2. But he was able to get it off the wall without coming down too badly onto the 97 of Diego. And he was still able to make the pass. Put Duke up to the 5th spot. Right now we got, it looks like a lot of single file going on here between these guys. But you get back here with Daryl and company. And this is back here for 14th, 15th spot with Mitch Van Oss and Daryl Arnold. Daryl's on the outside of Mitch. Daryl's trying to get around him, taking the high road, taking a long way around Atlanta here tonight. And the 92 machine and Brian Bick is coming up onto Daryl as well. We got more battles going on up here with Connor, Josh Duke. As Connor's taking the outside there, trying to get around Duke. Duke is falling back to 6th, and looks like he might be losing another spot here with the 23. No, never mind, I take that back. Duke was able to fight back on the inside of Connor and take that spot back as they're getting loose coming out of turn number 2 there. That's definitely something we're going to have to keep our eyes on as we get back here. Who is driving the mellow yellow machine? That is Paul Reckley in that 22 machine mellow yellow throwback. Gives me Days of Thunder vibes. Anthony Colatuano just laid down a 30.88. That is the fastest lap of the race so far. And we got all sorts of commotion going on up here with Diego and company. looks like everybody was able to get that all settled out, as Dorsey right now has about 0.2 of a second behind the leader, Aiden Kirker. Paquette is just about 0.3, and Van Der Lee's just a little over half a second. But right now, we really got to keep our eyes back here, as we got 3 wide, and almost contact there between the 98 and 72. As the 98 takes it down to the inside, and we got side by side 2 rows deep, as the 98 was able to get around the 72 a Raider. And now Clinton Seymour is looking down to the inside. Raiders into the wall coming out of turn number 2. And we got more people on the wall. Paul is going around in that 22 machine, and we have a yellow flag. So we're going to go ahead and take a look at that. See what happened here. The call looked like they just all were going for the same. Oh, Jake Baker actually. Jake Baker. So let's see if we can find Jake Baker here. Where did he go? There he is. And we'll go TV1. Actually, we'll go Far Chase. And it looks like he just hits the wall, and Paul was checking up to avoid him. And don't know who was that behind him. That might have been Brian Bick. No, that wasn't Brian Bick. I don't know. Anywho, we got everybody coming down pit road now, guys. Everybody's coming down pit road. We got Aiden Kirker, Chase Paquette, Michael Dorsey, Marcus Van Der Lee, Diego rolled in. Nobody stayed out. Everybody's in pit road right now. And it looks like Chase is going to be the first driver off pit road, followed by Aiden Kirker, Connor Trafari, Marcus Van Der Lee, Michael Dorsey coming out 5th, Walker Thomas 6th, Jared Rashawn 7th, Wes Wyman 8th, Aaron Colantuano 9th, and Clinton Seymour rounding out the top 10 here tonight. Well, let's go ahead and do it real quick. Get this over with. Let's go ahead and pull Daryl up here real quick. Well, Daryl Arnold, Dennis Ansman in the broadcast booth. Do you have a copy?
What's up, D-Line? I got you.
Well, Daryl, first off, congratulations to your team making it into playoff 4. But talk about tonight, man. Atlanta Motor Speedway, old school style track right now. How's it feeling for you?
Yeah, I love this track, and these cars especially challenging here. I think the lap times are about a second, maybe 1.2 seconds quicker than the super speedway version of it that we're going to run next. So yeah, it's challenging, forces you to think, be a little bit more calculating than what you normally be. And right now we're just trying to take care of the car so we can be there at the end.
Yeah, you're sitting here in 11th right now. Do you think you have anything for Paquette Kirker here coming down to the tail end of the race, say maybe 10 laps ago, maybe strategy, something like that?
Certainly going to try. I mean, like I said, this is one of my favorite tracks. They usually run pretty well here, so hopefully we can give the Storm Chasers a little bit of their little taste of their own medicine tonight.
All right, Daryl. Well, we'll go ahead and let you get back down to your team there. Good luck to you, and hopefully we see you in victory lane, if not in the top 3 here after this race.
Thanks, Dennis. Take care, man. Thanks for all you do.
All right, you're welcome. All right, folks, that was Daryl Arnold, one of the admins here for the ISRL League. Had to get him up here, give him a little rub on his Crimson Tide. Marquette up in that top spot. He's taking the inside. Aiden Kirker on the outside. Connors in third. We got people down on the apron. I don't know why they're riding the apron. That would be the 72. No, that wasn't the 70. That's Jared in the 27 in 7th spot. So we'll go ahead and wait for this pace car to dive off to the safety of pit road, and we will get back under green flag racing for race 1 of the DIECAST Fans Twins here tonight at Atlanta. Our second race is at the same track, just a new layout of Atlanta for those that don't know. Atlanta was repaved, resurfaced just a few years ago, and it makes some great racing. And Chase is back on the loud pedal. We're back green flag racing here tonight for under lap 18 of 50. And we got 3 wide going on back here. Oh, Lordy, I don't know if that's something I would want to do, but they're doing it, and they're making it work. They're 2 rows deep, 3 wide. Oh, man, they are just laying it all out there, folks. This is super speedway racing here. They're making it super speedway racing. 3 wide, 2 rows deep. Now it's 2 wide. 2 wide, 3 rows deep now between, I mean, you can go back. It's like you can throw a blanket over like a dozen cars right now. These guys are going at it. And Chase and Aiden Kirk are loving every minute of it because they're being able to pull away from this pack right now is Michael Dorsey. And the 085 of West Lyman almost made contact there in the middle of the turn, but they were able to keep it clean. No harm, no foul down the front straightaway. Looks like West is going to be able to take over that spot maybe on the outside. Not quite. Yes, he is going to finally be able to do that as now he's got his sights set on the number 9 machine of Connor Trafari. As Anthony Colatuano is now riding the wall almost. Coming down out of turn number 4, and we got more. Almost 3 wide between Connor, Marcus Van Der Lee, and West Lyman, and we're probably going to have 3 wide here pretty soon, as that was Aiden Kirker got really loose coming out of turn number 2, but he was able to save it there. He might have had a little bit of assist from the wall to get him turned back straight. And now here we go down, coming out of turn number 4, down the tri-oval. No threats over 3 wide quite yet, but as I say that, we got Walker Thomas back here in the 23. He's getting some pressure from Jared Rashawn and Clinton Seymour. Clinton's looking to possibly poke the middle, but so far is not pushing the issue. And Daryl, the guy we just interviewed under the last caution, he's still sitting in 11th spot. He's watching it all unfold in front of him as now Aiden Kirker is battling Chase for the lead here coming out of turn number 2. Chase is on the outside line. He's going to have the momentum going down the back straightaway. Is he going to be able to hold off Aiden Kirker going down into turn number 3? Right now, Chase is holding them off. Right now, they're equal going down in the middle of 3 into 4. Coming out of turn number 4 down the tri-oval. Chase is going to be able to lead that lap. Going down into turn number 1. How long is Chase going to be able to hold off Aiden? As right now they're flip-flopping back and forth, and it's letting these guys back behind them come right back up to them. Really good racing going on here. Not only for the lead, but I mean, you go through the field, 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th spot, as Aiden Kirker is going to lead that lap here just by a fender, going down into turn number 1. mean, there's battles going on all over the place, but right now we got to keep our focus on to the leaders here, because that is the ultimate spot that all these drivers want to have right now. And Chase is claiming that over Aiden as we speak. Coming out of turn number 4. Not able to clear Aiden quite yet. It could be by design by Chase too. With Aiden Kerper riding that bottom line, he's got to use more wheel than Chase. As Chase is now able to complete that pass out of turn 2 down the back straightaway and down into turn number 3. Aiden Kerper is going to try to peek on the outside of Chase now. And it looks like Aiden has him. Aiden has him on the outside now. Going down into turn number 1. Aiden's going to ride that wall. And coming out of turn number 2, it looks like Aiden Kirk is going to be able to complete that pass over Chase. And we got a wreck with Daryl. No. Oh, Daryl. Not Daryl. What happened? Well, let's see here. Oh, look. Whoa. That it could have been just my eyes, but that looked like some really bad net code. So coming out of 2. Oh, yeah. Wow. That is really bad. I mean, right there is when he starts I mean, he was still coming up. So iRacing probably dictated that he was going to end up just running into Clinton anyway. But that started up way too soon as far as the contact part. And then Clinton goes for a little ride, and Daryl goes around and around and around. He might feel a little dizzy after that, but he's down pit road right now to get his car repaired. Unfortunately, for your dad, he's sitting here in 18th spot right now, getting some damage repaired. He's not out of it yet. I'm sure he'll try to get as much done and stay on the lead lap. And I mean, with 22 laps to go, anything can happen. So as long as he can stay on that lead lap, he still has a chance. Still under caution here, and looks like unfortunately Daryl did go down one lap here. Oop, didn't want to do that, folks. Hit the wrong button. My bad. Now they got one to go here. And down to 20 laps to go. Be 19 when they take the green flag. Waiting for that pace car to dive off to the safety of pit road once more. And it's now in Aiden Kirker's hands in that restart zone. And Aiden's back on the loud pedal. We are down to 19 laps to go here tonight, folks, for the DIECAST Fans Twins Race 1 of 2 here tonight at Atlanta Motor Speedway. And it looks like we got some 2 wide racing going on back behind him here with Marcus and company. Marcus is on the outside of Michael Dorsey here, and that is back here for 6th and 7th spot. As they're going at it, battling it out. Aiden Kirker is still in the top spot with 18 laps to go, but he's got Connor Trafari in that number 9 machine. Running almost a somewhat similar line there as we got what's going on back here with, we got some people switching lanes and driving sideways. That was with, I think that was Chase back here in 8th spot. We got battles going on with Wes Lyman, Jared Rashawn here, and that is a battle for 3rd spot. Right now, Wes has it, but Jared is on the outside looking to negate that momentum as we got Anthony going around and wrecking into the inside wall here tonight, folks, and that will bring out our 4th caution here tonight. As we will go back and take a look at what happened here. It looks like just a racing incident ordeal. Was not expecting that 56 to be coming up on him, and it just by a hair was not clear. He was clear throughout the turn, but Marcus did have the run. And just got into the back bumper of him and turned him, unfortunately, here tonight. So that will put Anthony back to 16th spot. Probably be coming down pit road to take some tires and probably get some damage fixed, I should say, not replaced. I do not believe they have a fast repair. So what they start with is what they have, and whatever they do to their car is, well, that's that. So we got Aiden Kirker on pit road, Connor on pit road, West, Diego. Everybody came down pit road except for Michael Dorsey in the 99 machine and Chase in that 10 machine, Valvoline. Even though the Valvoline should be a Ford. I've always remembered a Valvoline in a Ford. But then again, I mean, all these cars are technically a Chevy, so. Paul is the first car off of pit road in that mellow yellow. I don't know. Aiden Kirker, second off pit road. I think Paul only took 2 tires or fuel only. Let's see here if we can see. 9 points. No, that can't be right. 14.8. So, he took 4 tires. Okay. Well, we'll be interesting to see here how Dorsey and Chase handle these little older tires. I mean, I wouldn't say they're old, but from what I experienced last night, after about 4 laps on these tires, if anybody has a new set of tires on, they're gonna fly by you. So we'll see here if they're gonna be able to hold off the field behind them. As we are down to 14 laps to go. Be 13 next time by, and it'll probably be 12 when we take the green flag here. And before we go back green flag, if you have not already, folks, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, hit the like button, and don't forget to hit that notification bell. That way you can go ahead and get informed anytime Extreme Racing TV goes live for the ISRL League over here on iRacing every Tuesday night. For Season 4, like I said, tonight is their 13th race and 14th race combined, I guess you would say. And not only does the like go to help me, but it also helps the league here into what they do each and every Tuesday night and all the hard work they put in to put on a good show each and every Tuesday night. Dorsey in first, Perquette second, Reckley third, Aiden Kirker fourth, and Connor Trafari is rounding out your top 5 here. Looks like we have 13 drivers on the lead lap, and we're, as of right now... Oh, no, we have 15 drivers on the lead lap. I apologize. 15. Darrell was able to get back on the lead lap here. So he's just looking to make it to the end here. I'm sure he's looking forward to the next race. Super Speedway racing here at Atlanta. Well, super Speedway style racing, I should say. Green flag's back out in the air. Michael Dorsey's on the loud pedal. We are back green flag racing with 12 laps to go here tonight, folks. As Perquette is now on the outside. We got a caution already. Diego went off the track. Let's see here. What happened? Looked like it happened here on the restart. Oh, there it was. Connor Trafari. Looked like he wanted to go, try to split the middle, and then got loose because he didn't want to force it, and then a 20, it was just a chain reaction from there. So that's unfortunate on the restart there. However, these drivers still have time to come down pit road, get what they need fixed, or just come down and get tires and get back out here on the track and give it one more go here. And we are coming to 10 laps to go. We'll be looking at about 8 laps when they take green flag racing, as Darrell is on pit road, as well as Clinton. Connor Trafari, no surprise, is on pit road. Walker Thomas, no surprise. Mitch Van Oss, Josh Duke, all down pit road, and Anthony Colatuano is still sitting here on pit road. So this is our 5th caution here tonight for race 1 of the DIECAST Fans Twins. Right after this, we'll go ahead and do the top three finishers of this race. Then we'll go ahead and take a quick break as we transfer over to our second race. At the same track, just a newer version of it, the repaved Atlanta Motor Speedway, Super Speedway on 1.5 miles. So if you guys have not seen Super Speedway style racing on 1.5 miles track, you definitely want to stay tuned for that. We are not going to go anywhere. We're going to see every bit of that action. It's going to be 50 laps as well. So we are at 9:28 Eastern Standard Time, 8:28 Central, and that'll be 6:28 Pacific Time. And then if you go Hawaii, what are they, 5:28, something like that? So if there's anybody in Hawaii watching this, aloha. As we are waiting to get that one to go here, so it'll be 7 laps to go when we get the green flag. Thought it would be 8, but sometimes, some reason, it likes to give an extra lap to give these lap cars time to pit. Go ahead real quick, and we've had 6 different winners here for season 4 for the ISRL League. Aiden Kirker's won 3 of them. I believe Zach Lindgren's won 2. I think it's 2. I'll have to go back and check. And Chase has had 2 wins on the season as well. So Chase is looking to grab another one here tonight. We'll see if he's going to be able to put that number 10 Valvoline Chevy up into victory lane here tonight. Or if Michael Dorsey in that 99 Jags machine is going to have other things to say about that, as right now he's the one in the top spot. As we are waiting for that pace car to dive off to the safety of pit road. And we are back on the loud pedal here. We are back green flag racing here tonight. We are down to 7 laps to go here for race 1 of the DIECAST Fans Twins here at Atlanta Motor Speedway. And right now, Michael Dorsey is driving away with it in that Jags black and yellow machine. We got drivers almost hitting the wall there. That's the 91 of Kyle Camper. But he was able to somehow stay off that wall, barely. Here we go, down to 6 laps to go. Chase trying to chase down Dorsey there. But right now he is about 0.2 of a second off. Aiden Kirker's riding the wall, and Chase is literally riding the wall. He was up into the wall. Got everybody all bundled up there real quick, but no harm, no foul, nobody wrecked. Down into 3 and 4 here. Wes Lyman's coming up on Aiden Kirker. West is trying to make his moves. He knows there's 5 laps to go in this race, as Michael Dorsey just laid down the fastest lap of the race. Our leader with a 30:77 lap time. So he is looking to just drive away from the field here and take it. But Jared Rashawn, Aiden Kirker, West Wyman, we got a gaggle or a three-packer here. And you can't forget about Chase here, even though he was in the wall. He's still in the thick of this as well. As Jared Rashawn, he just hit the quickest lap. It's actually the same lap time as Michael Dorsey, but they gave the nudge to Jared. Must have been just a few thousandths of a second faster. But we are winding down the laps here. We are coming down to 3 laps to go. As now Aiden Kirker's on the inside of Jared, coming out of turn number 4. But the more these guys race it up, the more Dorsey is enjoying it. It gives him more of a cushion. Coming out of turn number 2, Jared Rashawn is still fighting on the outside there as he's able to hold his position for now, and Aiden Kirker falls back to 4th spot as now West Wyman's coming up onto Jared. West is looking to crack the top 2 here tonight as we're down to 2 laps to go here. 2 laps to go for the DIECAST Fans Twins. Race 1 of 2 as West is into the wall. He is, big contact there. And we got more cars wrecking, trying to check up, trying to avoid getting into it as Weidman's lid was up on top of his window. Go ahead and take a look once more what happened here. Just made contact with the wall, and the wall just did not like that and turned him and opened his trunk lid. So that will end Weidman's first race at Atlanta as he's got smoke from the engine. So that will put us under a green-white checkered attempt. I believe, if I'm not mistaken, it's 3. Let me check here real quick. Yes, it is 3 green-white checkered attempts. So we are under green-white checkered attempt number 1 of 3. So this is going to get exciting here. 3 laps, green flag. As long as the leader takes the white flag, once they cross that start-finish line, it does not matter what happens. The checkered flag will be the next flag for these guys. But they have to get to the white and cross the start-finish line first. We are down to 12 drivers. Well, actually, 15 drivers. We got Connor Trafari, Daryl Arnold, and Clinton Seymour all on pit road as Daryl and Connor are coming out. Go ahead and we should be getting the 1 to go here next time by. Pan out, give everybody a spectator view of the virtual Atlanta Motor Speedway. down into 3 and 4 here. We should be getting the one to go this time by. We're on the leader here. We're going to see if the lights go off on the virtual iRacing pace car here. And they do. So now we are one lap to green-white checkered attempt 1 of 3. I don't know what it is tonight. I keep twisting my words up. As we got Dorsey, Washawn, Paquette, Van Der Lee, Diego Roldan rounding out the top 5 here tonight. So we'll see here if the 27 there of Jared can somehow find his way to get around the 99 of Michael Dorsey and find his way into victory lane, or will Michael Dorsey be able to hold off not only Jared but the guys behind him as well, because you got Chase, you got Van Der Lee, you got Diego, Josh, Walker, Kyle. I mean, keep going down the list all the way down to 14th spot as the pace car dives off to the safety of pit road here. It is in Michael Dorsey's hands, waiting for him. We are back green flag racing. That is Marcus Van Der Lee getting loose on the restart, but everybody's able to keep it clean. No problem on the restart other than that little hiccup there. Coming out of turn number 2, down the back straightaway here. Waiting for pressure here. Diego's coming up onto the 27 of Jared, but it doesn't look like he's going to be able to put any pressure on Jared here for the 3rd spot. Coming down the tri-oval for the last time. White flag's out in the air. Checkered flag will end it here tonight, folks, as Diego's now on the inside of Jared. This is for P2, folks, as P2 is now coming up on the leader as well down the back straightaway. Here comes Jared. We'll see where he's going to make his move at. He's going to take it down to the inside going into turn number 3. Michael Dorsey's on the outside coming at turn number 4. Right now, it looks like it's Dorsey's race. Coming down to checkered flag. Dorsey's going to finish it here in 1st. Jared Washawn in 2nd. Diego topsy-turvy finishing in that 3rd spot. So congratulations goes to Michael Dorsey here in that number 99 Jags machine. Pulling it out here. Holding everybody off. And as he's getting ready to do his celebration, burn it down here tonight at the virtual Atlanta Motor Speedway, the old asphalt. And we are going to go ahead and step away, folks. Get the top 3 up here real quick for real quick interviews. We will be right back. Don't go anywhere. Alrighty, folks. Well, I've managed to get the top 3 up here. We'll go ahead and do some quick interviews here real quick before we go ahead and transfer over to the virtual new Atlanta Motor Speedway. So first up is the number 97 machine of Diego. Dennis Ansman in the broadcast booth. Do you have a copy?
Yeah, I got you, man. My head's kind of hurting, you know?
Yeah, I know, man. Looked like you took a wild ride there on the lap, on coming across the start finish line there. Go ahead and talk about your race real quick here. How was it for you here tonight?
If I can even remember, but we started, I think, 5th. Kind of screwed up on our qualifying, but kind of, I can't speak right now. Damn. I think our race went a little good. We were staying in the top 10 a little bit. Keeping up pace with the front pack, and then a bunch of cautions came out, really helped us out to get up front on those last couple of laps. And then on the final lap, it was a remote explosive in the engine, which kind of blew up the engine. It kind of made me steer left. I tried saving it, and then the car started flipping, right? And I was like, oh, I'm flipping in the air. This ain't good. So then one of my teammates, Marcus, kind of hit me in the door. And the door kind of caved in a little bit, hit my arm. But, hopefully we can get the car fixed up for the Super Speedway race. If not, then we'll just use the ARCA car, our spare ARCA car. But hopefully a podium finish here is good for us in the points and the average finish for the $20. So I'm hoping to either finish in the same position or maybe get a win.
All right, Diego. Well, it was a tough ride there for you at the end of the race, but hopefully you and your team can go ahead and get that number 97 Sunoco machine repaired for your second race here upcoming. So we'll go ahead and let you get back down to your team and go ahead and get those repairs done and see you back out on the track here real soon.
All right. Thanks, man.
All right. You're welcome. And that will take care of our third place finisher here tonight. We'll go ahead and get our second place finisher up here, and that will be Jared. So, Jared. Hey, Jared, Dennis Ansman in the broadcast booth. You have a copy?
I gotcha.
Well, Jared, go ahead and talk about your race, man. You almost had Michael there at the end of the race. Did you think maybe you had to do something else, or was it just that's the only move you had and just go at it?
Well, I seen on that restart, Diego took the bottom in 1 and 2 and had a lot of speed down there. So I know I couldn't follow him, but so I went down into turn 3 and 4, and I wasn't expecting it to stick like that. I just thought he would have the momentum and easily clear me before we got the corner exit, but I guess it was where I had the 5 or so lap fresher tires that just was able to stick down there.
Well, you finished second here tonight. We still got one more race to go here at the same track, just, newer style, super speedway racing. So we'll go ahead and let you go ahead and regroup here real quick after your second place finish here and get ready for that super speedway style racing at Atlanta. So good luck to you. Looking forward to seeing what you bring out for that race, and ultimately, hopefully we see you back up here into the broadcast booth after the race.
We're going to try. Thank you.
All right. And that will bring us down to our winner here tonight, Michael Dorsey in that number 99 Jags machine. Well, Michael, go ahead and talk about it, man. How was it for you here tonight? He didn't get moved up here. Michael Dorsey, Dennis Ansman in the broadcast booth. Go ahead and talk about your race here real quick. You managed to hold off that the field here, Jared and Diego, at the end. What did it take for you?
Man, just a lot of patience, and I almost gave up. We pitted 5-6 laps earlier than everybody else, and I thought for sure, that they would have an advantage, tire-wise, but Man, what a great teammate in Jared Washawn, man. He dove it in there, classic Atlanta finish. And, I pulled up the finish here, a win by 0.027 seconds, and Washawn's in car 27. I'm like, what are the odds of that? So, such a great owner, such a great teammate. Love racing with him, man. That was one of the most awesome finishes, one of the most fun wins I've had in a long time, and just glad to get a win on the board this season.
Yeah, you guys definitely gave us a little preview of some super speedway racing without the super speedway effects. So definitely going to be something that we're going to look forward to here going into the next race. With the field being inverted here coming up in the next race, what's going to be, I wouldn't say your strategy, but what's going to be your mindset going into that race?
Just avoid the wrecks. Close quarters racing, track configuration totally different, tons of grip. It's just going to be patience, maybe even laying back, letting the wrecks happen. You cannot touch fenders on these cars whatsoever, or you crash. So we'll just be patient, try to be there at the end, see if we can't get back to back.
All right, Michael. Well, we'll go ahead and let you go and get ready for that race here. Congratulations on your victory here tonight in race 1 of 2 here at Atlanta. Good luck to you in the next one.
Hey, thank you.
You're welcome. All right, folks. Well, I'm going to go ahead and step away here real quick. Go ahead and get the next session loaded in. So we'll go ahead and step away, and we will be right back. Welcome back, folks. We are back for the second race for the ISRL League DIECAST Fans Twins at Atlanta Motor Speedway, and they are practicing right now. They're down to just under 2 minutes here of warm-up time. So we'll go ahead and let them get their warm-up done here as I reload everything. So it's going to be interesting. This race is going to be a little bit different here for all these guys here tonight. Race 1 was about, saving tires and, saving that right front as much as possible. And handling the car was a big factor as well. But now with this one, it's pack racing, as you're seeing here live, as they're just warming up. And this is what we're going to be getting here on the second race. They did shorten it here on the second race. Down to 40 laps instead of 50, just for the fact that it took a little longer than expected to complete the first race. So 10 laps shorter here tonight for the second race of the DIECAST Fans Twins. But nonetheless, 40 laps here is going to be exciting. It's going to be interesting to see how it all unfolds. And the field is inverted here for this race. So the winner... Well, actually, the top three that we interviewed, they're going to be starting in the back here tonight for the second race. So they're going to have to work their way up. Be careful with the moves they make and things of that sort. We're down here to 40 seconds and counting here on the warm-ups. Then we'll get down to the grid everybody up, and then we will get green flag racing. And before we go ahead, well, actually they're getting ready to do it now, but be sure, if you have not yet already, go ahead and make sure if you're new to the channel or if this is your first time tuning in, go ahead and give a thumbs up to the broadcast for the guys out here racing here tonight. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and that notification bell. That way you can be informed anytime Extreme Racing TV goes live for the ISRL League over here on Extreme Racing TV. And we get down here to the grid. Connor Trafari is starting up front here. Brian Bick is in second. Aiden Kirker, third. Mitch Van Oss, fourth. James Rader, fifth. Paul Reckley, sixth. Kyle Camper in seventh. Josh Duke in 8th, Marcus Van Der Lee in 9th, Walker Thomas in 10th, Chase Perquette 11th, Diego Roldan is in 12th spot, Beck in 13th, Jared Rashawn 14th, Michael Dorsey, Clinton Seymour is in 15th, Anthony Colatuano is in 16th, Wes Wyman 17th, Daryl Arnold is in 18th, and Joshua Corner is in 19th. I don't think they inverted the field right. Any hooty howdy. That's how I got it on the grid here. So we will roll with it. So now we have super speedway style racing coming up. So go ahead and get it shared out there to your friends, family, whoever. If you like pack racing, this will be the race you want to watch here tonight at Atlanta. Good to see you back out there, Josh Corner. Hopefully you have a better race than you did in the first one. We will see here, waiting for that pace car to dive off to the safety of pit road. And it will be in Barney, the flag man's hands here tonight for the initial green flag, as the pace car is off to the safety of pit road and waiting for that green flag to fly. And green flag is out in the air, and we are underway here for race number 2 of the DIECAST Fans Twins here at Atlanta Motor Speedway. Super Speedway style. Good, give you guys a couple laps there, enjoying the sights and sounds of the cars, the engines revving just the way they should be. As Connor is still in the top spot, and then we get back here with Jared Rashawn, the winner of the second place finisher of the last race. Right here in 10th spot right now. And where is our winner? Where is he sitting at? Oh, there he is, back in 18th spot. For some reason, I kept overlooking him. So he's back here in 18th spot. I got Daryl right behind him. But right now, it's a lot of pack racing, just the way it should be here at Atlanta. Well, it shouldn't be that way at Atlanta, but that's the way it is now. The way they redesigned the track. It does make for some really exciting racing, as we are getting some almost 3-wide racing there with Chase. Almost. He wanted to put it there in the middle, but 6 laps into the race, it's a little too soon for that. I think he thought better of it and decided to back off for right now. But if it was down to 6 laps to go, he probably would have just done it, just because the laps are clicking away. And it is hard to pass here at this kind of track. Just because, you're behind somebody, and if you want to go fast, you got to draft. But Aiden Kirker is up a spot. He's in the 2nd spot now. He's right behind Connor Trafari. Brian Bick is in 3rd spot. Kyle Camper is up here at a 4th spot. Up 3 spots from where he started the race. And you got Marcus Van Der Lee rounding out the top 5. He's up 4 spots from where he started. Back here at 10th spot with Josh Corner. He's battling with the 72 of James Rader. James Rader on the outside of him, but it looks like that inside line is the preferred place to be right now. You only got about 3 cars there on the outside as James Rader's up into the wall into turn number 3 there. But he's able to get away with minimal damage. He does have a crinkle there on the right front fender. That is going to harm him. Not so much in the draft, but if he is the leader of the pack, it is going to slow them down. Now we're starting to get a little bit more of a group there on the outside line, and that is Chase there on the outside leading this group there on the outside line. Chase, Jared, Clinton, and it looks like the 23 of Walker Thomas there on the outside as well. As now we got another car coming up on the outside. That would be the 32 of Josh Duke, driving the boot barn, but on the thing it's got John Deere, so I don't know if he decided to swap his paint out for this race or if it just didn't load in correctly. But Connor's still up here in the top spot. He's actually got a little bit of a gap there over the second place of Aiden Kirker. I don't know if you want to do that necessarily at a track like this. You'd be able to get a run, but behind him, they are battling pretty good there with Chase and Aiden Kirker. Chase on the outside of Aiden. Chase is really getting some good help there on the outside line with Jared and Clinton. As we got Chase taking it down to the inside there, he is going to go for that lead, and we are wrecking here at Atlanta. So we will go and see what happened here. Get on to Chase. And we will do coming out of turn number 4 here, you're going to see him take it down to the inside, and he's going to have the momentum. And going down, and it looks like netcode between those two. We will go ahead and take another view of this. We will go with a chase cam. Do a far chase. And we'll see here. Just another instance of netcode where the servers are not in agreement with one another. And it just causes a big mess. I think that got just about everybody. So everybody's down pit road, getting repairs done. Kyle Camper is the only driver that stayed out, and he has damage there on the front. So let's go ahead. Actually, we won't do that because they just I don't think there was anybody not involved in that. So we won't interview no one right now. It looks like we have 2 drivers a lap down. That would be Daryl and Mitch Van Oss. just to let everybody know, on the last lap, there is no red line rule. You guys notice there is a red and white line all the way around the track on the bottom. That is the out of bounds line. You're not allowed to go below that line to advance your position. However, on the last lap, these guys can use every inch of this track that they want to, up to and including below that line. So that is something to keep in mind here as they come down to the last lap. Who's the one to take that line? When do you take it? When do you force it? So as Kyle's got some pretty significant damage on the right and back of his Chevy Impala there in his Columbia paint. We'll see how that all fares out for him as we wait for that pace car to dive off to the safety of pit road once more. First caution here tonight for the second race of the DIECAST Fans Twins at Atlanta Motor Speedway for the ISRL League 4th season, 14th race. As the pace car dives off to the safety of pit road, and Kyle is on the loud pedal. We are back under green flag racing here. 24 laps to go here for the second race here at Atlanta Motor Speedway. Aiden Kirker's on the outside of Kyle Camper coming out of turn number 2. Aiden Kirker's going to be able to take that. Kyle Camper has no help at all. He is a sitting duck, left out to dry. Aiden Kirker up to the top spot. Michael Dorsey, our winner from the last race, is up to second spot. And now he is into the lead going down into turn number 1. He's going to be able to clear Aiden Kirker. It looks like he's going to be able to. Michael Dorsey up back to P1. James Rader down to the inside of Aiden Kirker coming out of turn number 2 down the back straightaway. And who is that? Walker Thomas diving it down to the inside as well. Walker Thomas getting up to that 72 machine. James Rader giving him some drafting help. James got a little bit of that damage there on that right front, but he is making it work somehow, some way. But for how long? Is he going to be able to keep up with Michael Dorsey? Coming out of turn number 2 down the back straightaway. Michael Dorsey's going to have the momentum down the back straightaway going down into turn number 3. And he's going to be able to clear. Ooh, that was close. He's going to be able to clear James Rader into 3. We almost had another pile up there, but thankfully we did not. Down through the tri-oval going down into turn number 1. Michael Dorsey's going to stay up to that high side. James Rader's going to go back down to the inside and try to complete that pass. But right now, really don't have that help on the inside. But it's 3 cars to the inside, 3 cars to the outside. But one advantage the 3 cars on the outside have is they don't have damage. The car in the lead on the bottom, his right fender is crinkled up. I don't know if you guys can see that in the video, but if it shows anything like it's showing on the screen there, you can see Dorsey's is straight, and that 72 machine of James Rader is crinkled in just a little bit. We'll go ahead and do a rear chase here on James Rader, and you can see right below that headlight there, just a little crinkle there, and that is going to really affect the car. Where Michael Dorsey, his is completely straight, is not getting hampered by the wind whatsoever. As now we got the 085 of West Wyman down to the inside of Michael Dorsey for the lead. And he is going to be able to lead that lap going down to turn number 1, but is he going to be able to hold off? Because the momentum is on the outside right now. There is 4 cars on the outside, and there's 2 on the inside. So the question is, how long can these 2 on the inside keep up with the guys? As now it looks like we got 3 cars down on the inside, 3 cars on the outside, as Walker Thomas made his way down to the bottom line. He's got some damage on his left front. And West is able to complete that pass there for a brief second. Came up. He was clear. Mike Dorsey came up, and then he went right back down to the bottom. And now he comes right back up again, and right back down. He's going to go into the middle. I don't know if that's a good idea, but he's making me play the guessing game right now. And I'm not guessing right. But right now we got, what, 6 cars up, about 5 cars up here into the front pack. Got a lap car, that would be the 182, Mitch Van Oss, on the tail end of this 6-pack, or 5-pack, I should say. And then you got a little bit of a gap back here, and you got Josh Duke with Daryl. Daryl is in 16th spot. And then you got Diego in 7th spot, and then you got a little bit of a gap here to Anthony Colatuano, Josh Corner, and Kyle Camper rounding out your top 10 here tonight. But back up here to the front where the action is at, West Wyman still trying to get around Michael Dorsey as they're swapping. And right now, if I was a bet man, I would bet the outside is going to eventually pay off just based. I mean, I could be wrong. Based on my experience at this track, you really don't want to be on the bottom for too long. As we're down to 13 laps to go here tonight. And that Trojan 085 is trying to fight his way, get around that number 99 of West Wyman, as we got that 72 James Rader. He's trying to figure something out there. He might make a late race move. That's something to keep an eye on. Remember, folks, as we're down to 12 laps to go, once we hit that white flag, that red and white line does not matter. Right now, it does matter. You cannot go below that to advance your position. You can go down below it to avoid, to get away, to back off, things of that sort. But to pass somebody, you cannot. However, on the last lap, you can use whatever means necessary on the track. If it's pavement, you can use it. So right now we're just playing the waiting game here to see what these drivers will do on the last lap. Who's going to be the daredevil per se, as James Rader comes up and gets into Michael Dorsey, and Michael Dorsey goes around into the wall. It collects Aiden Kirker as well. That will bring out our second caution here tonight. We'll go ahead and go back and take a look and see what happened here, and I think it was another case of netcode, just from what I caught out of the corner of my eye, because I mean Rader did come up on the track, but I don't think there was contact made. Oh, maybe my eyes deceived me there. We'll get a little closer here. And See James coming up. And nope, that's netcode. So that's 2 netcode incidents. I mean, that probably still would have been a wreck, just based on the rate that Raider was coming up the track. He's probably getting tight. By no means am I saying that was intentional, because it was not. That's just something that happens as the run goes on, folks. Riding the bottom, your car does get tight, and it's one of those unfortunate things. I've been in that boat before. I've done it to people. It sucks. So, but that was initiated by netcode, not contact. So, for those keeping notes here tonight, that is 3 wrecks that we've had on both configurations of Atlanta Motor Speedway tonight that have been netcode. So we got Wes Weidman up to the top spot now. James Rader into second. Diego Roldan third. Josh Duke fourth. Josh Corner rounding out the top 5. So we'll go ahead and you know what? They're down to under 10 laps to go. I'm not gonna interview no one. They're under 10 laps to go. We're gonna let them focus on their race, and so we're getting the one to go anyway. But here we go, folks. We're down to the nitty gritty here. So we got the second place driver, 72, James Rader. He has some front end damage. We got the 91 of Kyle Camper. He has some front end damage, as well as some back end damage. His spoiler's up in the air. Aiden Kirker was involved in that last wreck, and Anthony was just giving him a bump draft under the caution. So we have a few drivers here that we're have to keep our eyes out on. 32, Josh Duke, also has some damage there on his right front. Might be easier to go through the drivers that don't have any damage. Right now, it looks like it's the 085 of Wes Wyman and maybe that 97 of Diego. Well, we'll find out here real shortly, folks, as the pace car dives off to the safety of pit road once more to end the second caution here tonight. Wes Wyman's on the loud pedal. We are back green flag racing. 7 laps to go here for the second race of the DIECAST Fans Twins at Atlanta Motor Speedway. Right now, we got a lot of single file going on, but we get back here. We had with Michael Dorsey side by side there with the 22 of Paul Reckerly. Aiden Kirker's back here with him as well, but Michael Dorsey's got some heavy damage, and looks like Aiden's sticking with him. But we get back up here. Diego Roldan's taking over the lead from Wes Wyman. He's up to the top spot. Wes Wyman fell back to second. Here comes James Rader back down to the inside. Diego's going down to the inside as well, opening the door for Wes Wyman on the outside. Coming out of turn number 4 here. Coming down to 5 laps to go here tonight, folks. Wes Wyman's in the top spot. Josh Duke is in second. Diego Roldan third. But we still got a long way to go here. Wes Wyman's playing both lines right now. Top and bottom. He is trying to find which one has the momentum here tonight. And right now, it's pretty even Steven here. But coming out of turn number 4. It looks like that outside line's getting a little bit of momentum, but as I say that, here comes the inside line, and here comes the outside. Back, Josh Duke getting that momentum going down into turn number 1. Right on the inside fender of Wes Wyman on the out. Ooh. Coming out of turn number 2, Wes clears them. Here comes some crossover blocking down the back straightaway going down into turn number 3 here. Wes Wyman still up in the top spot right now. He's doing the... Ooh, okay. Down to 3 laps to go here, folks. 3 laps to go. They're getting a little squirrely and all over the place here. Kind of making me feel uncomfortable, but excited all at the same time because this is some good racing going on. We're going to see here if Diego has anything for Wes Wyman right now. Looks like Walker Thomas. He's going to try to make a move on the outside of Diego. Coming out of turn number 4. Here comes Walker. Down to 2 laps to go. He's going to have the outside advantage there. Going down into turn number 1. Try to get that side draft off of Wes Wyman. Going down into the turn. Coming out of turn number 2 down the back straightaway. He's going to stay right down there on the bottom. Trying to get every inch of side draft off of Wes going down into turn number 3. Try to pinch him down just a little bit more. Here we go, folks. That red and white line is not going to matter anymore as soon as we cross that line. There is no more out of bounds. This is it. We are going to finish this race under regulation here tonight. Going down into turn number 1. Who is going to make that move here on to under that line, if anyone? We're about to find out here going down the back straightaway. It looks like everybody's going to keep it clean down the back straightaway going down into turn number 3. We could throw a blanket on the top 6 cars right now. Actually, the top 10. Coming out of turn number 4. Here goes Diego. Here comes Wes Wyman's going to win it here tonight. Diego in 2nd. Walker Thomas going to finish in 3rd. Kyle Camper 4th. Anthony Colatuano got involved in a wreck, finishing 5th spot. Congratulations to the top 3 here tonight. Wes Wyman pulling out a victory in that 085 Trojan machine here tonight to finish the DIECAST Fans Twins here at Atlanta Motor Speedway. Well, don't go anywhere, folks. We're going to go ahead and get the top 3 up here for the second race. Don't go anywhere, folks. We'll be right back. Alrighty, folks, welcome back. We've got the top 3 up here tonight For the second race, what we're going to go ahead and do here real quick is bring up that third place finisher. And that would be that number 23 machine of Walker Thomas. Well, Walker Thomas, Dennis Ansman in the broadcast booth. Go ahead and talk about your race here tonight. Tell two tracks. The first track, a lot of old school style racing. Got to be conservative, not push it too hard. But this track, you go all out. Go ahead and talk about it.
Yeah, just thanks for the league to have me tonight. Elite Motorsports guys, been hanging around them for a while, so it's nice to jump in here and race with them in the league. Yeah, eventful to say the least. First race, kind of a caution fest, turned into a little bit of a tire lottery, and then tonight, or the second race, I guess, pretty much was on my side and ended up bringing it home P3. So eventful, definitely eventful.
Yeah, definitely eventful. But exciting all at the same time. So, to finish here in the top three, it's a good points night race for you. Next, the 12th, next week, we move to Martinsville. Short track racing. What are your expectations? What are your thoughts going into that track here next Tuesday night?
Yeah, I think it'll be exciting. Good group of guys running in the league. I've only ran a couple of races in the season, but everybody does a good job. So I think we'll keep it clean. Martinsville, there will be cautions, but I expect our guys to put on a good show, and hopefully I can come out with a decent finish.
All right, Walker. Well, before we go ahead and let you go here tonight, any final thoughts, shout outs you want to give before we go ahead and let you celebrate your P3 here tonight?
Yeah, just the Elite Motorsports guys for having me over. It's been a lot of fun. And I got to thank DIECAST Fans for being on the car and sponsoring tonight. Make sure you use the code DFANS to get $5 off shipping at Circle B.
All right, folks, make sure you go ahead and do that. Walker, congratulations on your third place finish here tonight, and looking forward to seeing what you have at Martinsville next Tuesday night.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
You're welcome. All right, that takes care of our second place finisher here, I should say. And that'll bring us down to our P2 finisher here. And that would be that number 97 machine of Diego Roldan. Well, Diego, welcome back up in the broadcast booth. Second race here. I finished P2. Go ahead and talk about that number 97 machine. Looks like you guys were able to get the repairs that were necessary on that car here before the second race here tonight.
Yeah, man. I'm eating pizza right now. We got that $20. I spent it already, but
Oh man, you gotta have a pizza sponsor on that car then.
Oh man, I think Costco would be good, but let's see. We started since we qualified and since we finished in the top 3 for Atlanta, the 2008 one. It starting the midfield was not good. I had to save a bunch of tires, avoid wrecks. And once we had that restart with like 7 to go, I knew I had the car for the win. We tried getting the lead early on after that restart, but we couldn't hold on for it forever. But I'd like to thank the Uprise crew for getting the car prepared as fast as we can. We had to put in a little jet fuel to make it run fast, but if you ain't cheating, you ain't winning.
Exactly, and hopefully they don't give you a post-race inspection on that fuel tank here at Atlanta Motor Speedway. But we transfer out of the Twins here tonight, and next Tuesday night we go ahead and go some short track racing over at Martinsville. Go ahead and give a little insight here what you're looking forward to going into Martinsville next Tuesday.
Martinsville is not one of my best tracks. I flipped there like 7 times, but short track racing, I kind of enjoy it. I like bumping people out of the way. Only if I do it. If people do it to me, I'll get mad. But I hope we can continue our top 10 streak, maybe top 3. I don't know, but I'm excited to run Martinsville with these guys because these guys seem pretty clean. But Yeah, hopefully, we don't wreck out early. Just, stay out of the trouble. Maybe we'll get a top 10.
Yeah, hopefully nobody wrecks out early. Definitely not something you want to have, especially at a short track, at a race right before the championship here. But before we go ahead and let you go and celebrate your P2 with your pizza, and I think you got Fritos there on the back of your car too. You're probably not eating any of those, but you probably should. Any final thoughts, shout outs you want to give before we go ahead and let that number 97 Sunoco machine go ahead and celebrate their P2 here tonight?
I'd like to thank my sponsor, Sunoco with Fritos, and Costco for the amazing pizza, and my teammates Connor Tafari and Marcus Vanderlee, who's got a long ass name, but I'd like to thank the Uprise crew as well for repairing our cars. I'd like to thank Chris Lilly for owning the team. He doesn't pay me unless I get top 10s, but
All right, Diego. Well, go ahead and celebrate your second place finish here tonight, and looking forward to seeing what you bring here next Tuesday night at Martinsville. Until then, enjoy your P2 here.
Thank you.
You're welcome. All right, folks. That takes us to our winner here tonight, and that will be West Wyman in that 085 machine. Let's go ahead and pull him up into the booth. West Wyman, that 085 Trojan machine definitely had what it took here at the Atlanta Super Speedway, as I like to call it. Go ahead and talk about your race here. It's Atlanta.
Yeah, it's the first time I've ever raced the Super Speedway version. I was really looking forward to racing the old version. Kind of a surprise I even won anything Super Speedway related because I can't stand Super Speedway racing, but it was actually fun. You had to save tires, and the drafting was a little tricky, and got caught up in the big one, the first big one of the race, and got just a little bit of damage, and played it smart, and didn't really know who I was racing. There's a lot of new faces around, so I'm just driving in the mirror and having fun.
Yeah, you talked about that big one. It literally looked like just about everybody was involved in that big one. But like you alluded to, you just got very little damage. From what we could tell, you didn't really show any at all, so it looked like it was so minimal that your pit crew down there on pit road were able to pound all that out and get you back out on the track, and maybe even pound it out a little bit further. Something Jeff Gordon's team did back in the day, make it just a little bit faster. But you talked about preferring to be on the old Atlanta versus the new Atlanta, and even though they're similar in style, they're different, but yet still the same. You alluded to about saving the tires and things of that sort, but with this style track, it's about draft too. And we saw throughout the race there, you were playing the top line, the bottom line, back and forth. Was that just you expecting the run coming from the top, coming from the bottom, or was it just trying to break the draft off each side?
Well, going into the race, I had 5 laps of practice, so I really didn't know what to expect. But in the beginning, I was like, I'm just going to feel it out and see what works. And I was more comfortable up top, but it looked like that you had to have a little bit more cooperation, more cars consistently lining up with you to make it work. And then once you knew it was going to be after the caution and a few more, and it was only going to be a few laps, you don't have to worry about burning up the tires on the bottom. So once I got down to the bottom, I was pretty much signed up for it.
All right, well, that's some good insight with these cars, so I'll have to keep that in my memory bank if I ever drive these on this kind of track. But next week, we transfer from 1.5-mile racing to short track racing over at Martinsville. Go ahead and give your thoughts, what you're looking forward to going into Martinsville next Tuesday.
I probably won't make that one. I'm just making a couple guest appearances here and there whenever I can. Once the guys told me about Atlanta, I said I'm there. I had that one circled on the calendar, and I was so excited to race the old Atlanta. I haven't done it in years, and unfortunately, like I said, ended up wrecking myself a couple laps to go, and third or fourth, whatever I was. But I'm definitely going to be there for the finale at Homestead. It's one of my other favorite tracks, and a little bit like Atlanta, so stay tuned.
All right. Well, we're definitely looking forward to seeing you. If you can't make the Martinsville one, definitely looking forward to seeing you at Homestead for the finale here for the ISRL League season number 4. Before we go ahead and let you go and celebrate your victory, any final thoughts, shout-outs you want to give?
Yeah, just want to thank all the guys at ISRL for letting me just kind of make a couple guest appearances here and there. I've been keeping track of everything, and looks like they've had one hell of a season. I'm kind of sad to see them switch cars because this car is just it's the best thing out on the whole series. But nonetheless, I'm glad they're a great group of guys. As you know, I've raced with them for a long time, so I'm glad they'll let me come kind of jump over whenever I have the time.
Oh, yeah, for sure. And yeah, it does, it is kind of unfortunate that they're switching the cars out, but, at the same time, they got, they want to try to keep it fresh and all that, which is understandable, but you can't argue with these cars. They are so freaking awesome. But Wes, go ahead and celebrate your victory here tonight. And if we don't see you, like I said, at Martinsville, we'll see you at Homestead. And until then, enjoy your Super Speedway Atlanta victory here tonight.
Thank you, sir. Have a good one.
You too. All right, folks, that does it for the interviews here tonight. We'll go ahead and get down to the unofficial grid, or should I say results, for the ISRL Season 4, Race 14 at Atlanta Motor Speedway. Wes Wyman in first, Diego rolled in second, Walker Thomas in third, Kyle Camper in fourth, Anthony Colatuano fifth, Joshua Corner sixth, Aiden Kirker in seventh, Michael Dorsey finishes eighth, Josh Duke back in ninth, James Rader 10th, Paul Reckley 11th, Mitch Van Oss 12th, Marcus Van Der Lee 13th, Jared Rashawn 14th, Connor Trafari 15th, Darrell Arnold 16th, Brian Bick 17th, Clinton Seymour 18th, and come on, 19th spot, rounding out the field here tonight, Chase Perquette, down 27 laps. All right, folks, that will do it here for Extreme Racing TV. Dennis Hansman up here in the booth. As always, thank you all for tuning in. And until next Tuesday night, take care of yourself and each other, and have a good